in the lab, to give you an example, some example of some of the animals we have here. We have mice that we're using to find new treatments for human prostatic and breast cancer. We have mice that we're using to unlock the mysteries of Down syndrome. We have pigs with coronary arterial stents used to treat cardiovascular disease. We have zebrafish that we're using to find treatments for pituitary cancer. We have rats and mice we're using for gene therapy to cure glioblastoma multiforme. And we have dogs that have telemetry devices implanted in them to measure intraatrial and ventricular pressure to treat heart failure patients.
Much to examine, nothing left to hide. Really can't be serious. You have to ask me why. I say goodbye. 'Cause I am barely breathing and I can't find the air. Don't know who I'm kidding. Imagining you care, and I could stand here waiting, a fool for another day. I don't suppose it's worth the price, it's worth the price that I would pay.
Without the use of animals, there's no way to prove safety.
Veterinarian John Young runs the research labs at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. He opens the doors to our cameras to show his side of animal research.
I'm not going to hide anything from you.
He says these rats are long-term survivors of brain cancer, the same cancer that will kill some of the young patients on the pediatric oncology floor at his hospital.
The prospect of that wipes away all doubt in my mind that what I'm doing is not only worthwhile, but a very noble use of animals.
Successful vaccinations, MRIs, CT scans, and antibiotics were all developed as a result of animal testing.
Another day, I don't suppose it's worth the price, it's worth the price that I would pay. But I'm thinking it over.
With us. Simon, what do you say to people who think that actually, if you're a medical researcher, the first thing you do is touch for an animal to research on it, when maybe a lot of those experiments are unnecessary?
Well, it's almost always the last thing that you would go for. You would use all the alternatives first. Our position is really one of compassion. This is about the patients suffering from diabetes, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's or cancer. And the use of animals is a small but vital part of medical research to find treatments for those awful diseases.
Changing minds, a friend after all. A rise above.
Submit that if you would disallow the use of animals in medical research, medical progress would slow, it would stop, and it would reverse.
Come and go, 'cause I am barely breathing and I can't find the air. Don't know who I'm kidding, imagining you can.
Well, there are many cases where the use of animals has given quite dramatic advances in medical science that have benefited people directly. Historical examples, the discovery of insulin in dogs, hundreds of thousands of diabetics, their lives have been saved. The polio vaccine, millions of people, and this would never have come about were it not for the use of animals. And a modern example, Herceptin, the breast cancer drug, not only developed and discovered in mice, but actually comes from mice. It's a mouse antibody that saves the lives of women with breast cancer.
I know what you're doing. I see it all too clear.
And if you look at recent history, things like polio, tuberculosis, smallpox, they're almost gone from the planet. These are triumphs of animal research. People live longer and healthier lives than ever. If your aunt is being treated for breast cancer, if your kids and pets are healthy because they're immunized, if your dad had heart surgery, if you have a new hip, you owe a debt to animal research. Heparin that prevents strokes is made from pig intestines. The next time you take your kid to the pediatrician for a diagnosis, you're using animal products. Immunizations for H1N1 are made in eggs. Everything from pregnancy tests to rubella diagnosis comes from animal research and animal products.
The world brand new, and take the time for you.
They dare to change things for the better in their world. They are courageous and they shouldn't have to worry about threats to their safety. They should be able to pursue breakthrough discoveries peacefully. so that they may change lives all over the world, here in the United States and everywhere.
Let the day go by. I always say goodbye. I watch the stars from my windowsill. The whole world is moving and I'm standing still. Woke up, wish that I was dead, with an aching in my head. I lay motionless in bed. The night is here, and the day is gone, and the world spins madly on.